Remember when you had to be credible just to rap? Some of you niggas, I'ma need evidence of your facts. I see you cover up cause it's evident that you whack. You tried to move a couple of packs to boost your stats. You was never able to tell the truth from a fable. You were undercover sucker wearing the thug label. I try to school niggas, I do it whenever able. Bruh, get a pen and a pad, you should be grateful. First, how you call yourself a shooter but you can't shoot. Hitting 9-year-olds when they sitting on they damn stoop. Strays gunning females down, the block mourner. Candles and teddy bears decorating the corner, spilling out a Corona for sending it to her owner. That don't make you real, it just make you a blood donor. How you niggas feel? Still wanna be thug, homie? You ain't gotta kill your people to be gangster. Know some real niggas that's G's, they outrank you. Generals and captains all ready for action. My officers is offing you, cutting you into fractions. Wanna be a blood or a crip, I'ma be a champion, straight winner. Not a drop of the fake in us. They say the last real niggas dead or in jail. That's bullshit. They in UPK and we living well.
Worldwide, this is www.ISUPK.com. I am Commanding General Yahanna. I got the hammer. We about to get it in. I got the most heavy hitters of all time up in here, the heavyweight champion of all time in the scriptures. General Muhammad over here. Give it up to General Muhammad over the house. That's right. General Hazayan up in the house swinging hard. Captain Japan the Pot, Soccer War, Officer Ahmad Yashar, Officer Desire War, Delaware up in the piece. Trooper Michael Watts, congratulations, Michael Watts, up in the game. I'm glad to be up in here tonight. A lot is going on. You know we about to talk about Cuba. I know y'all ready to hear all the insights. And let me tell you something. Let me just tell you something real quick. That Cuba and the stats of Cuba and the rest of both the Caribbean and Latin American world, as well as the condition of Black people in this country, should open your eyes to see and understand what it means to be a slave and what it means to attempt to not being a slave, and the real levels of slavery that the Most High looks at. What went on in Cuba for the last 50 or so years is an inkling to what is going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. Not only that, to understand the entire Caribbean and Central and South America, home of 10.5 of the lost tribes of the children of Israel, to really understand it, we got to go back to pre-Castro Cuba and get a landscape of what was really going on in the world. And get a real understanding of how Castro was able to do what he did. I'm gonna talk about it in a minute, but right now, let's just jump to something local right now, because they creeping up your back door. They trying to pick the lock right now to rape your babies in America. And this is why you got to choose Black leaders. The I.S.U.P.K. Muhammad turned out nothing but the best of the best out of the UPK to carry this word worldwide, because your Black leaders are incapable of stopping the overthrow of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, because they do not have the word of the Lord in them. And this story we about to read is going to help give you some clarity on the danger that we are in as a nation, as an exiled nation. And if I could, last one on my little mind, could give you a clear understanding of how precious the prophets are that are independent, ISUPK, that are independent of any source whatsoever. Right. Give me that story, Haas.
American Psychiatric Association states, it is natural and normal to be aroused by children.
Wait, I said this 10 years ago. Did I not, y'all? Did I not put this out years ago? That they are coming for our babies. Could you imagine waking up in America and it is legal for your school teacher, your kid's school teacher, to molest your child, and illegal for you to interfere with that relationship, brother? It's gonna be suicide. They working on it. You want to take your kid to Chuck E. Cheese, and some faggot is going to enter Chuck E. Cheese and start trying to have a conversation with your child. And if you be like, you better get the hell away from my child, faggot, you going to jail.
Right.
Come on, Haas, give me some more.
An academic conference said that to be interested in pedophilia, it is natural and normal for males, and that at least a sizable minority of normal males,
Give me some camera.
would like to have sex with children.
What?
And normal males are aroused by children.
Hey, wait a minute. Normal males are aroused by children. And if you think they ain't got the ability to brainwash Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people into this, you better look at what Obama did from 2012 to 2016 with the homosexual community, right or wrong.
Right.
In 4 years, Obama totally changed the Black community with homosexuality, with gay marriages. And let me tell you something, I brought this out before. Wait and listen to the prophets of the I.S.U.P.K. There's a movement going on, an undeclared war in the Black community going on right now. And it is a war conducted by lesbians. Here's the scenario. 2 lesbians get together and have a relationship. And then the lesbians come to the conclusion they want a child. One of them lesbians find an unwitting fool, you, SHALAM, simple as you could be, and invite you over to get involved with her. And then you, unaware, not learning from the UPK about the 6-month rule y'all mad about, all y'all 6-month rulers, sending me all them emails, who you think you are to tell a man he can't have sex with a woman for 6 months? Who do you think you are? You not God? You don't decide that? You heard it 1,000 times, Bob. We got a rule in here for the safety of brothers, for the safety of sisters, for the safety of the nation. And what happens? Now that sister gets pregnant. And it is horrific on a young man. Because here's what happened. She now goes back to her lesbian relationship, has the baby, slaps him with child support. And now her and the lesbian having a relationship with their new child, and you paying for it for 20 years.
Right.
Hell has come from beneath to meet me at that coming. Listen, and only the prophets of the UPK, because we love the Lord's people and we got a mission from our holy King Yahushua, the commander-in-chief of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
That we constantly try to keep you vigilant. And without slaughter. Okay, to what? That because we constantly vigilant, because we know that this is going down. This is going to escalate. If you're a man that can't control yourself, you destined to get caught up in the trap. Send you to jail if you can't manage them funds. And you never gonna see that child, even if you want to, because you're gonna have to walk up into the house with her bulldagger woman with 2 giant titties in a no bra t-shirt, swinging, answering the door, talking about, yeah, nigga, what you want? I'm here to pick up my son, William. Willie! It's abroad now. Willie, come on up here. 2 monsters. Raising your child now. Maybe you can handle that. You know, you deep, you got understanding, you got wisdom. But there's a portion of us who cannot. Be aware. They bringing it in on us. Immorality is the game to destroy the Lord's people. Get the Lord's people to never stand on the morals of the Most High, and in doing so, hopefully they never get delivered. Right. But that's not going to be the case. The Lord coming for these 12 tribes. That's why he visited them now.
That's right.
That's why he gave Donald Trump that White House. I'm waiting for one more sign, and then I'm going to sit down and talk to the generals about some serious, serious end time issues. I'm watching the news now. There's a couple things going on that if it get a little bit worse, they surefire signs that this empire is ready to just about collapse. Right. Give me some more, Haas, if you could, please.
The discussion took place last year during a conference. The professionals attended so they could discuss the classification of sexuality in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders.
So they want to, wait a minute, they want to revamp the manual. Because before it was, you had a, listen, it used to be if you was homosexual, you had a mental illness. Am I wrong, man? Right. Correct me on that. Right. You used to have a mental illness if you was gay. Right. Then they went back and got the books and rewrote the books and said, nah, that's you all right if you that. Now it's still in the books. If you having sex with a child, you got a mental illness. Mm-hmm. Now they turn around and they now turn around now and go sit down with the books to say that is not a mental illness. Right. That it is normal to have sex with a child, which is exactly what the Roman Empire did. Right. This is the house of Satan we living in, man. And it's time to come up out of it. Now you understand why the Hebrews pressed the law, statutes, and commandments so hard. Now you understand it. Your fight spiritually in this empire is not based on money. It's not based on economics. It's not based on bullets and guns and any of those things that you think they based on. You see them white boys out there prepping. They got 20 guns in the house and bullets. Don't even worry about them. Don't even worry about them. They're not going to last a week in a full society breakdown. Don't fool yourself. Here's where your power lies, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Your power lies in your ability to uphold your integrity in these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
That's right.
That's where your power is at, man. Right. And they want to take that from you because that's what connects you to the Lord. What connects you to the Lord is you becoming brand new, washing off the old man, washing off the old woman, and now you are a new creature walking after the law, statutes, and commandments of Christ, which give you guidance. Guidance that avoids all this madness that's going on out here. But without it, you become a victim of it. And sometimes a participant. You got a little more for me, huh?
Yes, sir. The conference title, Classifying Sex, Debating DSM-5, featured many speakers who are in favor of sex with children. Basically, they supported pedophilia.
That's the book.
That's the book. They're debating.
Give it to mine, please.
The DSM-5 is what Commander General Yahanna is bringing out. The DSM-4 and 3 used to say that homosexuality was a mental disorder. They debated it. I'm so lucky. And then DSM-4, meaning a diagnosis of, I forget what SM stands for. I mean, this is the book that every psychiatrist and therapist reads to say whether or not what you are doing is a mental disorder.
Gotcha.
And in this book in the 80s, up until the 80s, it said that being a homosexual was a mental disorder. Just like if someone thought they were a chicken.
Right.
If you think you are a woman, they classified it as the same thing.
Gotcha.
You having a delusion of you being something you're not. In the 90s, they changed it and took it out of the book took homosexuality out of the DSM-4.
Damn.
Right? This story is about them debating to take child molesters or pedophiles out of DSM-5.
Which will be the new book.
The new book will say that wanting to have sex with a child is not a mental disorder.
Damn.
That's the debate that they're going on. Just like
That's
you probably,
serious,
if
man.
I could, I was sitting right here. I remember it like yesterday when you said when Barack Obama was trying to fight for homosexuals to have rights to marry, and you said soon they are going to fight for pedophiles that have right to have sex with children. We're all sitting right here in the room. They remember too. And here we are.
Damn. And that show you it's serious.
Yeah.
And for them to have that book and be sitting down debating the book before it come out, that's a serious attack that's going to happen on us. How you remember all this stuff? I have no idea. Yeah, I got thesaurus of information. Like, that is insane, man. What they going to do? Come on, huh? You got more with it?
Yes, sir.
That is crazy, huh? Come on.
The American Psychiatric Association, APA, could decide if hemophilia should be included as a disorder. Hemophilia is a sexual preference for children in early puberty, usually anywhere between 11 and 14 years old. The proposal became a hot topic due to the fact that children are going through puberty at a younger age. The current definition of pedophilia is to have an attraction to pre-pubescent children, but these children are not pre-pubescent.
Right. Meaning they sexual organs ain't developed for them to have sex. But you still have an attraction to them. Like Tahar from GMS.
One of the enthusiastic participants was Tom O'Carroll, a multiple child sex offender.
Dang. They brought the faggots in. They brought the child molesters to the table with the book. This place is hell out. This is a deep. Come on, Soccer Watch. I know you ready to get on. Come on. You can spin it on.
The process that they go through to determine these illnesses, like Gen.YAHANNA brought out, when they was doing the DSM-4 to decide how homosexuality was going to be defined, they allowed lobbyists to come in there. Cats who got money and interest, investors in the American Psychiatric Association, to sway the scientists to decide one way or another what they was going to choose. So the same way homosexuals in the 80s was like, listen, y'all gonna have to pass this thing through if y'all want to stay in business. The pedophiles are now saying y'all gonna have to pass this thing through, or else we're gonna have to shut down the American Psychiatric Association. We're gonna have to redefine your job description if you ain't gonna let us get our way.
If I could, sir.
Come on.
That's when you brung it up. When you prophesied it was because we were doing a story about NAMBLA. Remember that? It was a story about the North American Boy Summit, and you were talking about NAMBLA. NAMBLA is one of those lobbyists. And NAMBLA has a group where they can donate money to politicians, donate money to hospitals, and they'll have to bow to what NAMBLA wants.
Yeah, let me tell you, that's why this. So I can cut you off, man. That's why this kingdom got to go, because you telling me that child molesters got a lobbying group to buy politicians so they might pass laws that child molestation become legal. The white man is the devil, the Bible says.
That's right.
You are not going to tell me he is not the devil. Like, how the hell you going to have full? I didn't know NAMBLA was a lobbying group. I did not know that. They a group that actually go to politicians and say, we're going to give you $1 million in your campaign, but we want you to pass laws that let us rape babies.
Right.
Brother, that is psychopathic.
That's right.
That is, diabolical, maniacally diabolical to have that going on in this setup, man. That is insane. Give me some more, Oz, please, if there's more.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy, man.
Tom O'Carroll, a multiple child sex offender, a longtime campaigner for the legalization of sex with children, and former head of the Pedophilia Information Exchange, stated on his blog, wonderful.
Damn.
It was a
Damn. He the head of the pedophilia exchange, which means they exchange some homo child molestation exchanging is going on. So go ahead.
It was a rare few days when I could feel relatively popular.
Damn. Damn. Say that again, Al. Get back to my Go, get back to my I was reading it. So give it back to my
On his blog, he stated wonderful. It was a rare few days when I could feel relatively popular.
Damn!
Yeah. Man, every day he feel like a nasty child molester, except for these days.
Yeah.
He said he got accepted into mainstream society.
Wow.
That's it.
Let me tell you, wow. When you start thinking about the millions of our children who are in orphanages, who are in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the damage that they gonna do to our children and to our society at large.
Right.
The black leaders who is part of the Democratic Party are the wickedest bastards on the face of the earth, because they're the ones that allowed all this nonsense to come in, where the racist white people is the ones got more morals than them. They in churches shouting and screaming to the top of their damn lungs, when the cracker, the devil himself on the Republican side, got more morals than them.
Right.
Brother, we better pray for Christ. We better pray for Christ. And let me tell you something.
Right.
Black people, Hispanic people, Native American, you better pray, just like Christ said, you better pray for laborers. These prophets that come up in the I.S.U.P.K, they the only laborers left. Everybody to turn up. Give me that Roman Catholic story you got, about how even the Roman Catholic Church, I think we brought this out last week, but the Roman Catholic Church, they now decided they're going to forgive the abortion. So you can murder the baby. If you don't murder the baby, you can molest the baby. It's going to be crazy. And don't worry. Don't be afraid. They're going to come up with a good rule. They'll say, you can't molest a child under 5. 6 is all right. 5, you're a bad boy at 5. 6, you're all right. They monsters, man.
If I could, sir, that's what they just did. What you just said is what they just did in this.
They said,
yeah, that's what Haas just read.
Come on,
Haas. What's that word you read earlier, Haas? Something affiliate, which I ain't never heard until today. He didn't say pedophilia. He said arachnophilia, which is some new thing, which means a pubescent child, meaning all we've ever heard of is pedophilia, which means you're a kid.
Right.
What they're saying now is they're not going to molest those ones that's prepubescent, 9 and 10, like Tahar and GMS.
Right.
But what they want to fight for is the right to have sex with 11, 12, 13-year-old ones, because that, of course, is normal.
Bro.
To go ahead and rape the 13 and 11-year-olds, which is what Haas just read just now, which is what you just said.
And once again, we show you how evil this is. That even straight people, you got straight people that molest children too. That's right. So meaning like an older man molest the young girl, or older woman molest a young boy. But they don't go on a campaign with political power and lobbyist groups to try and make it right. They recognize it as wrong and do it in the dark, fighting in the dark.
Right.
But this demon of straight up pedophilia, this ain't even gonna be men molesting young girls. This is about that homosexual demon.
That's right.
About men sleeping with young boys, because that's what the Romans love. You go back in that Roman history, all them Roman statues. You see them Roman statues where the guy got his head twisted. That's a homosexual stance, where he got his head twisted and his feet. That's why they all look at their knees bent slightly. That's a gay stance. And the Romans who redid all the statues of the Greeks. You can't even find no statues of the Greeks. But the statues of the Romans all was homosexual statues. That's the society that they trying to build. And it's the society of Satan. And the very Republicans is the one fighting against it, which is ridiculous. that the white man got to be the one fighting against the lasciviousness of his own white people. And boy, we caught up in all the wrong places. Black Lives Matter, a damn mistake. Right. Black homosexuality, a damn mistake. Black lesbianism, a damn mistake. Right. Democratic Party, a damn mistake. Islam, a damn mistake. That's right. Scientology, a damn mistake. There you go. Baptist Church, a damn mistake. Right. All of them been a bunch of damn dumbass mistakes. Man. That's right. Joining every immoral group and organization on the face of this earth that is destroying the Lord's chosen people. And brother, that's why the Lord raising up these old roughneck prophets. You thought you was gonna build an old sissy wing to the I know. You thought you was gonna have like a gay Hebrew Israelite wing. You better get ready. The Lord ended all this nonsense. That's right. The Lord need roughnecks, real brothers, real prophets, man. Right. You want to join up with us? Let me tell you something. I ain't mad at a cat. They say I can't deal with them cats. I don't want to deal with them. I'm not mad at you. I respect you for not doing that. You know why? Because it is better that you see the job. You open these scriptures and you see what these scriptures is talking about. It's better that you say, I'm not equipped and capable of doing that job, than for you to pervert the Bible into some Christian homosexual mess in the attempt to still pretend like you a man of God. Right. Don't go do the job if you can't do the job. After the terrorist attack, which we're going to talk about, and Fidel in a moment, they interviewed this Muslim girl, and she said she took off the headpiece. And she said she don't wear it no more, only in the house. And they said, well, why don't you wear the headpiece anymore? She said, because it became too difficult. Because a guy pulled up in the truck and just slowed down and pulled up next to me and he spit on me. And he drove off. And she said, I was so afraid for my life that I said, it's better that I take this off. And let me tell you something. They criticized her for it. She was right. I'm going to tell you why she's right. Because if you're not ready to represent God, you're not ready for it, and it ain't easy all the time, then you should stand on the sideline and support the prophets that do serve the Most High. Right. Because they in it deep. That's right. And their life on the line deep every day. Okay? Every day they life deep on the line. And you should just support them and let them do the job. And maybe Christ, for giving them that glass of water, like the scripture said, maybe Christ will give you the prophet's reward as well. Maybe not only will they get a crown, but maybe you'll get in the kingdom too, because you supported Christ and you supported his prophets. And like he said, you gave to one of these little ones. But don't, whatever you do, don't pretend to be anything other than the prophets. 1969, the Most High opened the doors of the I.S.U.P.K. to raise up the prophets to reveal the Bible to the world. And them prophets are all the prophets of the Lord. Right. There is no compromise. There is no spin-off. There is no break-off. There is no nothing. And when men of power, you don't understand the Bible. I'm not going to go too far on the tangent. But when you open up the Bible, okay, and you read the Bible, when the men in charge went off, the Lord raised up other men. That's right. Right underneath them to do the will that's got to be done. And if these men here go off, the Lord will raise up other men up under them. That's right. But they ain't going off. I'm seeing to it. Damn right. I forged them like you forged that bacon in that frying pan. I worked them, boy. I worked the goodness out of them. I worked them like some good sausage. Fried them up, seasoned them up right, kept the fire right, swung the pan up, greased it up good and early, and slid it on the plate. You ready to eat now? Get it served. Get ready now. You understand? They're ready for you. And let me tell you something. And here's why it's so important. Because the Bible is talking about the reemergence of the nation of Israel. That's right. And if you pervert it, you take away that. How? By adding other nations. You take away. By doing what? Changing the whole program of the Most High. You know why the world can't see what we see? Because they refuse to face what the book has been saying. That this has been a journey. for the children of Israel to make it to the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
And nobody else is going with them. And they got to see all the history of all these nations and what was done so that they can get to the kingdom of heaven. And brother, you cannot pervert that. You can't open no church and pervert that. All the religions in the black community, I said this before, I'm going to say it again. They all going to fall before your eyes.
That's right.
Every last one of the Lord
That's right.
is visiting this nation, which means he don't care what religions you was in before.
Right.
He done decided to now wake you up as a nation, and you ain't got no choice but to wake up, and you're going to be a nation again, and nobody will be able to deny the fact that you yourself call yourself the children of Israel. That's another thing black people don't understand yet. I'm going to get up and get back on. Black people don't understand that you decide what happens to you. Now, if you're dumb, you listen to Barack Obama and you fill the black community with homos. If you're dumb, you listen to Poindexter and Ronald Reagan and them, and you fill the black community with dope.
Right.
If you're dumb, you listen to Bill Clinton and them, and you get the whole black community ripped off in a housing scheme.
Right.
Or you're dumb, you listen to Bill Clinton, and you get 1 million brothers locked up in prison. The only reason we going through this hell at this end is because we've been dumb to what this Bible has been saying. But when the Lord wake up black people all over this country, and their eyes is open, they're going to stop making them dumb decisions.
Right.
And because they stop making them dumb decisions, the entire black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community going to come together. And then they're going to really make decisions. They're going to really tell the white man, this is the deal, this is what we doing, this is what we not doing. And it's going to shock the world. And it's like that scripture. Can I get one scripture real quick?
Sure.
Give me that scripture where the Most High said, and they stood upon their feet, a great and exceeding arm. You know I love that scripture. Ezekiel, my bad.
37.
Get that for me. And read that. This is what they gonna see. And you can't twist this. You can't make it something else. This is the Lord's program. Like Christ said, if he didn't speak it, the stones would rise up. You got it? Read it for me, please.
Ezekiel 37:10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath
This
came
is the
into
most
them.
powerful job on the face of this earth. Right. You see what General Muhammad and his men doing is the greatest job on the face of the earth. And what happened to him when he prophesied?
And the breath came into them.
Brother, they became men again.
That's right.
They got confidence again.
Right.
They walked with some swag again, not because they did something dirty like sell dope or rob or kill somebody, but because they had integrity again. They had self-respect again. They had clarity of mind on what is right and what is wrong. They had clarity of mind on what was done to them and what should not be done to them. And the breath of life was in them, brother. And they lived. Go ahead, Doc.
And they lived.
Ooh, that part there. And they lived. They was men. You not living unless you woke up to the truth.
That's
in
right.
the ISUPK.
That's
You
right.
think because you got $1 million, you living. Kanye West, they just put him in the hospital. You not living. You not alive. You not safe. You not secure. Donald Trump got in the White House and shook the black community to their britches.
Right.
Why? Sure did. Shook the Jesus out of there. Now, now you turn on the radio, all they talk about, well, I got faith in God. And I know Jesus gonna take care of this. And show you how evil and racist you are. You hate the Israelites because we say the white man's the devil and the Lord gonna put him in the slave. But then when Donald Trump get in office, you don't say, well, I embrace him as my president. Then you turn around and say, I'm a trust in God and God gonna take care of this and all this. Meaning you asking God to go overthrow Donald Trump. So how the hell you mad with the Hebrew Israelites? Because we say God gonna put the white man into slavery for what he did.
That's right.
Why are you mad at us then?
Right.
bunch of damn hypocrites. You Christians hate the white man too.
That's right.
Stop acting like you don't. You hate him too.
That's right.
Donald Trump was in the White House. The Christians lost their mind. Tears everywhere. They don't know what happened. You should have saw them at the convention, at the, you know, when the place where Hillary supposed to come out and concede. Yeah. They was in there crying, leaning over faggots, everything. Every nasty thing on the earth was at that party. All nastiness was in that room. And they was upset, mad, purple hair, green hair, funny earrings, stuff hanging off you, tattoos on your eyeballs, this, that, all that.
Right.
And it was a mess, and crying and sad and shook up because you didn't get your way, and calling on God to do something about Donald Trump. Right. Now, I know he's the devil. He gonna be the devil. He gonna do some devilish things. But he ain't no more devil than them Democrats are.
Exactly.
Right.
And at least he ain't responsible. Them Republicans ain't responsible for the immoral proliferation of immorality among the black community, man.
That's right.
They're not responsible in that respect of it.
Right.
You understand? But you so busy fighting for political power, you join every lascivious act in America to gain political power. And then the white man had to show you, you still just a slave, black man, black woman. You're going to return to your nation. The Lord going to shake this place to the bridges. Like I said, the next couple of weeks, you might hear me make the most craziest announcement you ever heard. I'm going to sit down and talk to the generals in a couple of weeks. I'm going to see where this is going. But there are some things that's coming up on the horizon, brothers and sisters, that if they manifest themselves in the next few weeks, you will hear me giving an announcement like you ain't never heard before, because it is major serious on the black community. What is a possibility to go down in this kingdom? Right. Them Democrats are the evilest bastards on the face of this earth, and they are very dangerous to us for this reason, because we join them. Like the Democrats should supposed to be white people with a certain viewpoint fighting another set of white people, the Republicans, and they supposed to be battling it out. We ain't supposed to be in the middle of it.
Oh.
We're not supposed to be in the middle of what they decide and how they decide to run their empire. And because we in the middle of it, we are unable to make decisions for ourselves. You can't make decisions for black people because you're making decisions for the Democratic Party, man.
Right.
The hell you gonna wake up and see that? And now, all the time while you talking about Donald Trump, the faggots in the Democratic Party and child molesters is sitting down spending billions of dollars because they ain't going to Republicans. Because ain't no Republican backing that bullshit. Excuse my French. Right. Ain't no Republican backing that bull crap about molesting some child. So who are they going to? A bunch of Democrats. And you old Christians that's in the church, the nastiest pieces of garbage that ever crawled out from a slithering rock on the face of the earth. You up in the Democratic Party taking $1 from every nasty bastard that's willing to give you one, regardless of what he wants in return. Right. So they going up there piling that money on you Democrats, and you Democrats is willing to pass laws that is going to destroy the fabric of the black community. The last bit of fabric left in the black community, you're going to destroy it. Black man, let me tell you something. The black man almost got to separate from the black nation, if that's a possibility. The black man almost got to say, I'm separate from the black woman and the black child for purposes of political power. Right. You damn near have to almost say that so that you could be strong enough to lead the black woman and the black children. Because if not, you try and play this 50-50 garbage they pushing, brother, they're going to destroy us all in this place, man. Right. They're going to destroy us all. Haas, you got more for me?
Let's know that story. So you want to go to the Pope Francis?
Yeah, give me the Pope real quick. I'm going to take a quick break, and then after that, I'm coming back, and we're going to talk about Cuba, baby. Can't wait to get into it. Come on with it.
Pope Francis extends priest ability to forgive abortions.
Say again?
Pope Francis extends priest ability to forgive abortions.
So now they're going to make it easy for you to murder them babies. Why? Because of the global plan of depopulation. The global plan of once again, if black people wasn't a part of this society, then we would say to the white man, y'all want to depopulate the world, go ahead. But you ain't depopulating us.
That's right.
We would be like them two midwives was when Pharaoh in ancient Egypt came to the midwives. Thank the Most High for the Bible. You niggas scared. Right. You niggas scared of the Bible. I ain't scared of the Bible. Thank Yahweh for the Bible.
That's right.
Because them history records, they showed us how to get out of this hell. I ain't got to wonder about abortion. Is it morally right? Is it morally wrong? Is it genocide? Is it not genocide? Do a woman got a right? Do she not got a right? What about cases of incest and rape? I don't got to worry about it. Why? Because I can open up the Bible.
That's right.
And I can read all about it.
That's right.
4,000 years before it happened here. And I can have all my answers. All I need is a prophet of the Lord from the I.S.U.P.K to explain it to me clearly, and I got the thing down.
Right.
Right.
You done made your life difficult for no reason. You singing and shouting in church every week for no reason when you ain't want no need for that. You had the records and the prophets. You could have got all the answers from them. And if you had the morality to just listen to them, you would be delivered out of America right now.
That's right.
You would be out of this damn hell.
That's right.
That's right. You had the prophets right there. So, hell to the no. We're not supposed to allow this to happen, man.
Right.
And they murdering our babies like this. And now the Roman Catholic Church, they even came on board. That's major. Why is that major? Because they the only ones willing to protest against abortion. Every other Christian group that they broke they back. They done told them Christian preachers, you not to open your mouth when we come in there to murder your babies in your black community. And they complied with it. They in full compliance with it. Go to abortion clinic. Who you see out front there protesting? Little old white ladies from the Roman Catholic Church. Right. No abortion. No abortion. It'll be 3 degrees outside. Little nuns, right? No abortion. No abortion. Devils. Devils out there doing it. What about us? We fully on board with it. And now that they're going to forgive it, which means he's going to knock the wind out of all that. They want him to stop them nuns and all them from all that protest. Them nuns mad as hell. They ain't get no man and had no babies all of them. About 60 years old talking about you gonna kill them babies. Oh, hell no. But now he gonna knock the wind out of it. Right. Ain't gonna be no more. That's right. We dying in this place, black people. We under hell and mayhem in this place. And you don't see it, but you will see it when I get into Cuba after this. You got a little bit more for me before we take this break?
Yes,
when I get into Cuba, you gonna understand. Because we're going to drop some statistics up in this piece. And it's going to show you the difference and the root of all of this world. This world is rooted in one thing, man. The philosophy of Satan, the mark of the beast, right? That's right. Which is the knowledge of the Roman Catholic Church, the knowledge of Christianity, the worshiping of Satan, man. That's right. That's the mark of the beast. And you can see it in the whole thing in Cuba. You're going to see it after the break. Come on, give me a little bit more.
In a document marking the conclusion of the church's year-long Jubilee of Mercy, the Pope extended a policy of allowing the priests, and not only bishops or special confessors, to grant forgiveness for abortion, which the church considered a sin. The announcement was a signal of the Pope's vision of a more welcoming, merciful, and inclusive church.
That's it, to include an inclusive church. So now we don't want you to feel alienated because you're murdering your baby. So you can come on up in the Roman Catholic Church. The ISUPK, y'all should congratulate yourself. You the last holdout. You the last holdout. You the last one standing up saying that Planned Parenthood is a diabolical, genocidal, maniac organization that is killing God's people. Right. And it must be stopped. It must be stopped. That old filthy, disgusting African, them Africans, brother, they the filthiest, wickedest, bone-eating bastards you ever met. This bastard sit up in a black church for 20 years and come out the black church and make homosexuality and gay marriages all legal. Keep abortion going, giving them $500 million a year for that damn abortion. Okay? $500 million a year to murder our babies. He's sitting there sleeping with a black woman right next to him. right next to him. And you're going to be murdering her people's babies. And she's about suckle as the day is old, brainwashed from years at Princeton University, instead of opening her damn mouth in 8 goddamn years and say, look, man, you can't kill these babies. This wrong. You got to stop this. Everybody down with the global program and setting the prophets of the Lord.
That's right.
That's why they're going to be hated. But that's okay, because they're going to get the power too. After a while, black people going to decide their goals and morality going through the roof. Drug dealing going away. Robbery and murder and rape will disappear from the black community. And harmony and brotherhood and giving and loving one another will return through the spirit of Yahushua.
That's right.
That's what's coming to the ghetto. That's what's on the horizon. And the Lord gonna make it to where we ain't gonna never listen to these dumb, stupid leaders again. 8 years of Obama, Trump came in and wiped the whole game out.
Right.
Wiped it up, just boop, gone. America's a different country now. Like that. Just boop, different country. They still trying to hold on to Obamacare. He might get rid of that too. They probably in there begging and beseeching and please don't destroy his legacy. Who gives a rat's behind about his goddamn legacy?
That's right.
America going into nuclear war, according to the Bible, it ain't gonna be no legacy but brimstone and fire and nuclear fusion. That's the legacy of this empire.
That's right.
So what the hell are you talking about? His legacy. You ain't supposed to be looking at your legacy. You're supposed to be looking at the care of the people you governing.
That's right.
That's right.
More interested in the library they're going to build for you than the babies they murdering in every ghetto in America, man.
Right.
Right.
And you mad when somebody say something. All that old free speech. You got free speech in America. You should be thankful you got free speech. My officers in court every week. Cops harassing them every week. I thought I had free speech in America. It's all right till you say something too offensive. That's the truth.
Right.
That can't be denied or dismissed overnight. Then it's a problem. Finish that up, Haas, right quick. I've got to get the feet there.
Say that shit on that stuff, but we got scriptures on it.
Come on, hit me with it. Go where I'm going. Isaiah, mine. You want to take the break first? All right, let's take a break. I'll come back, hit y'all with a couple scriptures. Then we're going to Fidel Castro live on the UPK. Y'all back in the minute.
We still I put the bars together with anger and vengeance, praying that the breath of my enemies get extinguished. Niggas rhyme nursery like I'm here in Disney. How can I spit soft when crackers they wanna end me? Trying to take my life, leave my kids without a father. That's why you see me rolling around with that revolver, 6-shooter on me, like I'm in the Wild West. Caught them trying to steal them bars. They want the style next, but they can't duplicate ER where they recuperate. Came a long way from moving perks about the Super 8. Hotel, motel, wet-headed wholesale. Now you might see me with fringes all on my coattail, looking like a Hebrew. But I don't beef over the web, just step to me when I see you. Nose triangle on that 50 cal eagle. Not even a main event, it's just a preview. Right before the movie, big budgets and Uzi. Big butted bitches, low 30 up in the Thule. Nigga so groovy, come and check the stilo. I leave, they talking again, it's like I'm Debo. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic, I'm taking mine home, so it won't fall in the hands of fuck niggas. Me, I play the cards I'm dealt, but Trump niggas ball on these haters, they swear I could dunk, nigga. What you want, nigga? Choppers fit nice in the trunk, nigga. A problem over here, you can see me out front, nigga. So jump, nigga. Mean if you froggy, why front, nigga?